Watson, he's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
29-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Shouting through the defense. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Tua now on first down. And it's caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running from the gun, Johnson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
This is Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We're up 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 85 yards. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 23-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's It's Johnson, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. An option run with Tua. On first down, here's Breida. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 20. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
For a Miami.
Give him 32 on the play. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Try to run it in, going option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went 4-on-4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 51 yards. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 32. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets to him again. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times, what are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And all the way down to the 5. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. On the move to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now it's Breida. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Complete.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Like you said, 3 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Texans.
On first down, Watson buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on for 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. yards there and a first down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On the option, here's Tua.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6.
His kick is good.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 50, it's Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Houston.
Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
One last throw here for Watson. Rolling to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Today's final score, Dolphins 35.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get